Hey guys, welcome back. So today I actually have something really interesting and exciting. I decided to try a rental service for clothing. And I guess let's just break down some of the reasons, ideas, and minutiae, if you will, about why I decided to do this. I obviously love clothes, I love shopping, and I think that it is really hard to get away from this idea of going to different events and wanting to have something new. At the same time, like, we're all trying to be more mindful and sustainable. And I really have tried to make shifts into, purchasing more secondhand, vintage, going thrifting. If I do buy, like, really kind of thinking that process through. So I don't know, I've heard of these. I know that I've had friends who started doing Rent the Runway for workwear because they found with their dry cleaning bill, it was so exorbitant that they were like, I might as well just rent instead of buying new clothes every season that I'm just really wearing to work. Said they've enjoyed it, pros, cons. I know there's a bunch of different ones, but I decided to try Nuuly. Nuuly has a lot of brands like Anthropologie. They also have some higher end, dressier things in there as well as like Free People and things like that. I thought it was a good starting place for me to try, since I'm probably more of like a boho casually edgy kind of girl, and I feel like those brands, it gives me enough room to play, but also keeping kind of in the wheelhouse of what I would want to shop. And the idea is to kind of quell that urge to shop. I think price point wise, so I had a coupon code and I'm doing this, it's $85 a month. And obviously, like, you're getting new things every month. And the thing that I kind of really enjoy about it is the idea that if I was to tab that $85 to spend on things for myself, if I was monthly getting that urge to spend, it would be at that price point something that was probably, if I was buying new, let's just keep in that realm that I'm buying new, that obviously would be in the fast fashion world, right? So at least with this, I'm getting to have a higher quality for that price point. And granted, it's not mine to keep forever, but I also feel like we are in kind of this thing where we want to take pictures and stuff. We want to wear new things to events and whatnot. And this kind of lends itself well. I will start with what I picked out. First item, I got this sundress from Anthropologie, and it's got this really great cutout. I live in Texas, so it's still warm here. And for fall, what I like is it's got these fall colors and the material is substantial, but with the cutout, I can stay cool. And then I can make it more fall by just putting boots with it, or if I wanted, if it was cool enough, a jacket. But for me, just adding boots to this gives me that fall experience. I actually wore this on Sunday to brunch and I loved it. I also got this blouse, and this is a kind of cow print blouse. I feel like I thought the material would be different. It wouldn't be as sheer. I mean, I'm not mad that it is, but I guess I just had a different idea. And I think this is really fun. It's kind of out of I do have animal print, but this kind of cow, more Western print is kind of something I wanted to play with. I got from Free People, and that brand, just to tell you, Sanctuary, which I guess is maybe an Anthropologie brand. And then from Free People, I got this cropped sweater. Now, on the model, when they showed it, it did not look as cropped as this. So I'm really glad, if I had bought this, I would be like, oh, wait a minute. But I think with really high-waisted pants or a high-waisted skirt, this could be cute. Again, I'm glad to try it. This is something that, as a rental, I'm really happy to rent it and play with it. And I think if I had bought it in the store, I guess the difference is you could order things in store and bring them home and try them on to see if they fit and if they're for you. But getting the opportunity to live and play in it, I think for me, that kind of can check that box of having that experience with that item versus wanting to bring that item into your forever wardrobe. And for me, I'm very excited to play with this and try it, but I don't think this is a piece that I would be dying to add to a forever wardrobe. I think if I take some pictures in it and wear it a couple times, I would be really happy and feel that itch had been scratched. Conversely, there is this dress. Now, I so badly wanted to try this. I went I actually sized down in it and got an extra small, which I was kind of terrified it would be too short, but it actually fits. It's a little tighter than probably I would want if I was purchasing it, but I might, when I send this back, try to get the small if I can get my hands on it, just to see like size difference wise. That's how much I like it. It's super soft. It's this like rugby dress by Fairty. It like really, I don't know, it just feels very like cool, like Rocky Barnes, Glastonbury kind of thing. And who doesn't want to be Rocky Barnes at Glastonbury? Kind of like, I don't know. It's soft, it's easy. I feel like this is a dress, it's not too over the top. It's something that like I could throw on midweek to go grab drinks or something, and it wouldn't feel too overdone. And then I also got, which I'm really, again, this is also like things looking different online as opposed to getting them in person. So I also got this top, which I feel like this looks different online, like the color variations in it. Like I thought this was gonna be like more like snakeskin, like browns and stuff, then it came out kind of blue, like more grays. It's more blue in person, which I'm not mad at, but it's just different as from a styling standpoint, like how I originally envisioned styling it. It's gonna be different. It's nice enough, but again, I think it's something like I'll try this on and be like, yeah, I checked that box. I'll get some pictures in it and feel great about it. And then the last thing I'm wearing, so I'll get up and show you. So this skirt is from Anthropologie. I hate to say this, I am gonna buy this one and keep it because I love it so much. It's a skirt. So it's got like the shorts in the back, which I really like. It needs a seam, but it's really comfy, and it's something that I could see back down here. It's something that I can see myself wearing like multiple seasons. Like right now, obviously, again, Texas, I'm wearing it just with like a white t-shirt, boots, but I could also wear this with sweaters. It's also kind of a light linen material, so it would lend itself even in like the summer months. I could wear it with tank tops and things, and like I think it would, I could see like lots of wear out of it. And I like the fact, again, it's a skirt, kind of gives me more movement potential. So that's all well and good. And I feel like it's a classic piece. And that's where like with my buying now, if I'm buying something new, which granted this is gently used, so I don't feel guilty about adding this to my closet. I don't want to make this a habit with this, because then it'll defeat the purpose. I didn't get it in my size because I saw it when it went on sale, and I kind of waited too long hemming and hawing, and then when I saw it in here, I was like, you know what, if I get it and love it, that's it, I'm keeping it. So that's that, but I'm not keeping all of this. I mean, although if this was in a small, I would greatly think about it, but again, also I think wearing it and taking some pictures in it could very well scratch that itch to where I don't need to do that. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get myself to with this, is let this be like my fun purchases instead of getting on this never-ending cycle of wanting to add new. But I think it's an interesting point, I guess, is like I think our brains as humans, like we're gonna want, I guess as women, well, I don't know, maybe not all women, I shouldn't blanket speak, but I think as like a fashion-driven person, there is kind of this idea, like with fashion, the idea of it is it's always changing and evolving. Hemlines are dropping, what's cool, what's not, and it's on this didactic, if you will. And I feel like it changes, but it never quite goes back. Like you'll see trends come and go, but it's never exactly the exact same. And even if you hold on to these like vintage pieces, like say like with your denim, like you hold on to skinny jeans, when skinny comes back, I think there'll be a slight variation and tweak to it. And while you could you could update them depending what that tweak is, if this is making any sense. I like to ramble and pontificate on this fashion things, but I guess my whole thing is like I am really someone who is trying to be mindful. I'm trying to be aware. I'm trying not to shop so much. Also for me, the other thing is it's not just like the sustainability part, although that's really important. I think also for me, there is this thing of I have so much already, and I really like when I love pieces, like I'm not someone who is, oh, this is in, this is out. Like if I love it, I love it. So in my years, I'm 41 now, so like in my years of collecting, I have quite a collection, So now I'm thinking like what do I want to keep? But I still want that joy of the new and how to do that in a responsible and ethical way. And I think like doing a rental box really does that. So it's not just for me from, savings, because I know you could say like, all right, you're basically paying, let's say $100, we'll make it easy. Your girl's not that great at math. You're looking at $1,200 at the end of the year. $1,200, you could have got yourself, something designer. You could have got one really nice thing or two really, you know what I'm saying here. But would it have scratched that itch is my thing. And I'm not adding things to the closet. And I'm trying to go through and kind of like edit, and some of the pieces that maybe I'm outgrowing in terms of style, like I'm trying to like let go of. Like we've already kind of quelled the stuff that like my hips have gotten bigger, and I don't think they're going back as much as like I've slimmed down. I'm a few pounds from my goal weight, but I mean, even with that, I think just body shape, because guys, if you're watching this and you're younger and in your 20s, let me tell you the thing they don't tell you. You have a second puberty in your 30s. It's about 34, 35, and like, I don't know, like your hips spread a little bit more, you get more boobies, like it happens. Like I used to want a boob job. I'm so glad I never got one, because like they came in, if I had one, I don't think I would have been happy with it. But that's just me. Everyone should always do what they do. I have plenty of friends who have had their breasts done and are super happy with them and they look amazing with it, but it's just a different look, a different aesthetic. It's all about what's right for you. But I do take into consideration that your body's going to change. And if maybe you're 30, 31 and you're thinking about doing this, maybe think like, talk to the women in your family, see if like things change for them around that age, because you might be, paying a lot of money for something that's going to probably happen naturally on its own anyway. So food for thought. All of that is to say that our bodies change, and I have pieces that I'm someone who loves clothes. Obviously, like I take really good care of my stuff. I have pieces in my wardrobe that I've had since high school, since I was 15 years old, which is hilarious because one of the items is a white shirt, which I am notoriously messy, and like this white shirt has stood the test of time. I don't know how, but I absolutely love the fit of it, and I would cry if something happened to it. The point is, like, you're gonna collect as you go, and like kind of, your closet has only capacity for so many things. So again, when you add, you really want to make sure what you're adding is something that's a classic, that you're gonna love, that you're gonna see yourself in for, several seasons to come, not just something that's a one season thing and then it's gonna end up at the back of your closet. Like, I love this dress. When I wore it, I was like, oh my God, I love this. And like, I was like, I would love to keep this. But I also remind myself, I have a closet full of dresses, and why I love them and I love the fit of them. I feel like a lot of times especially with dresses, because it's one piece, especially something like this that's in this kind of loud print, it's very memorable. Like, how often am I gonna wear this? Like, cost per wear. So for me, this kind of piece, renting it, like I got to scratch that itch. I'm gonna get some pictures in it, I'm going to enjoy it, and then I'm going to send her back and she will have her next life with somebody else. And I think that's kind of a beautiful thing, like sisterhood of the traveling clothes. I will tell you the things that I am nervous about with this. As far as the return process to picking clothes out, I do worry, because obviously, like, you have a limited time with these items, and so from the time you receive them to the time you send them back, and then I think you have to like send them back before you get the opening to pick new items. So I wish that there was some sort of like waiting list, because I was looking at some of the items on the Nuuly site and they were not available. I wish I could be like, hey, like I want to get in line for this, like put me in line, because eventually I would like to rent this. I wish there was that kind of system, because depending where I'm falling with everybody else, I could be getting like short end of the stick with like what's available. So I want to try this for a couple of times and see if I feel like I'm not able to, there are beautiful pieces I want, but I'm not able to get them, then that kind of defeats the point of this. I might try a different subscription just to see. I know there's ones that have like more designer items and whatnot. They're interesting. Again, I love that they do it in this like reusable zip up. I don't know if the other ones do this too. Probably this is just my first time into the clothing rental world. I never thought I would do this, but giving it a try. Just try to keep myself from buying anything more, which, as you know, that's always the issue. So this is the Verity dress, and I really like this one. And this is how I would wear it, probably with some knee-high boots. I think this is so cute. Again, so I got this one in extra small. Normally I think I would have gone with a small, but I don't mind that it's a little more fitted. I was really worried about length on it, but I think it works. I really like it. Super, super soft, and I definitely feel like very comfy in it. I think that the only thing, like, I want to wear this. I have a wedding coming up, and one of the arrival night, they have a welcome party that's a bonfire, and I feel like something like this would be perfect. But I need to check when I have to send my box back by, because I'm hoping I can keep this to wear to the party. I'll have to find out. So here is the Anthropologie dress. I think it's really cute with the little collar. I love the little cutout and the pattern. I think it's so cute. I feel very, very comfy in it. I also like the fact that it's got these darker kind of fall colors. And I did it with my boots. These are my Cole Haan boots. And I really think it's a cute piece. This dress with this big collar on it, it's very like, I don't know, very fashion-y, very, I think, like kind of a trendier piece. I don't know, like I love it, and like I love wearing it, and it's something if I was in the store I would want to buy, but how often am I gonna wear this dress, right? I feel like they're very memorable. I think so for renting this, I think this is like a total win. Like I really, really love it. And again, this is one, like, I really only see myself wearing it this way with boots. I don't see this being, for me, a super versatile dress. Like, yeah, I could wear it with a pair of like little prim heels if I wanted to, or with sneakers, but I think I would only really wear it with boots. So I don't see it being something that I'm like, oh my gosh, this piece. Like, I'm so happy to wear it. I'm enjoying it in this moment. Again, I love the back cutout. I think it's perfect seasonally for this time of year, of that kind of, for Texas, that pre-fall weather, because we don't, I mean, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 73.
Having that fall weather, but it lets me have that fall moment. So I, again, really happy with it, but it's not something I need to own, but so happy that I got to like live in it and play in it. This is the top that I got from, I think it's a Sanctuary top. I really think it's fun. I think like wearing it out, I don't tend to buy a lot of tops in my wardrobe. I'm more usually buying dresses, and I've been trying to incorporate more tops into my wardrobe. Trying this on and like getting to test drive it. It's like comfortable and sheer, but obviously not too sheer. I like it with the skirt and the boots. Versatility, like I could see myself wearing this with a pair of jeans like just front tucked, and like loafers would be cute. I think this is like a fun outfit. I wear that to run around in. Something like I don't know if I need to have it, buy it. For me, knowing that I only have a limited time with this piece makes me go, okay, great, like how am I gonna wear it? Like how am I gonna style it? And then I think that bleeds over, because I'll look in my closet and see other pieces that maybe have a similar silhouette, or I might be like, you know, I really didn't really like wearing this much pattern. And I can't wait to photograph in it and see like how I like it, because sometimes there's certain things like in person you like, but when you take a picture, it just doesn't translate. It's good for me to test drive this before I go out and buy like some pattern, like cow print pattern that then I decide really isn't for me. But having this on, I really like this on. There's something kind of chic about this Western kind of look, but it's not overly Western. They're ordering again in February for rodeo or something. Or if I found something similar to this. I definitely think this is cute. The sleeve length on me, a little unsure of. Again, this is why it's so good. I can I can test drive and live in it. Whereas like if I was in a dressing room, I think right now like the excitement about the pattern, I would just purchase. With being able to test drive it, I'll be able to see when I actually do style it and wear it out, what I think of it, what it's like. I'll probably wear this one this weekend, probably this outfit to brunch on Sunday. So let's do the next one. And for me, this one is not a perfect fit. It's a little bit looser than I would want a top like this. I do feel a little like if you just pulled it, it would go, because I feel like through here it would need to be, I probably could have sized down in it. Cute. And again, like as far as like renting it, how I feel about it. It's a rental top, I think it's cute. I think this would be really cute with a pair of jeans, but it's not something I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to buy it. Like I'm not even tempted to like full on add this to the arsenal of my friends in there. Like this is not coming into the club, whereas this is like, oh my god, yes. So there's that. I feel like for me on the side it's a little loose. Like you can see back here, like maybe if I pull it down in the back it will kind of stay. But yeah, like I would be very nervous about this the whole time. But again, it's not something that I feel that I would need to add to the closet over here, you know? So here is this is the sweater from Free People. I didn't realize it was gonna be as cropped. Like I think assumed it, the way that it was on the model, I think they might have had it tacked down there, which makes it a little more like wearable than like full on, okay, it's a belly shirt. I don't like hate it or anything. Wear this with a pair of jeans, but I would have to definitely be minding my P's and Q's to make sure I felt comfortable with the stomach region showing. Something I'm gonna have the joy of getting to style and getting to do something with high-waisted bell bottoms, which I have a pair. I think that I could style this up. I think I will get wear out of it. But again, this isn't something that I'm like, oh my god, this must come live in the closet. And the material itself doesn't feel the nicest. And I think I'm really starting to prioritize quality over, you know, quantity kind of thing. But being able to rent and play in it, so fun. Again, this is where I think the subscription box is making sense for me in my life. This is a little bit of like, maybe not what I thought it was gonna be as far as this particular piece goes, but still workable, still can like find a moment to wear and enjoy it. So it's not a complete waste. It's not like something that I absolutely will not wear. I enjoyed my little Nuuly review, and I will post a link below. So if you're interested in checking it out for yourself, you can. I will update you my thoughts on the return process and how it is with like having choice. And I'll follow up with this video in a couple months or so, just to get, so I'll have like a more bird's eye view on things. But these are just initial first impressions. But as always, thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.